Hello, hello. We are at episode 28 of our New York City Wrestling series. So far, our series has been going pretty strong. Um, Slow and steady growth, just because we're finding the right pieces to our roster while making a profit. We've started off with about 50,000. We started off tiny because we were at like 20 or 28 popularity, and we're all the way up to 41 now. 2.5 years, it's not bad. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and our roster is starting to get diverse and starting to include workers as well as personalities as well as monsters. So very happy with the roster so far. Definitely starting to build that undercard, starting to develop characters, and as you can see, since I got rid of the roster, we haven't had a problem with filling out the card and creating fresh matchups and things like that. Keeping it fresh. So we start off the show with the LA Stars defending versus Richie Reagans and his gorgeous partner. In this case, is Pretty Boy Ozzy Goldstein, who is now our second lightweight act. LA Star number 2 increased size. LA Star number 1 not yet, but I want to get him there. So we start off and whew, third tag team in a row with bad chemistry that I've rolled. Geez. Bad luck over here. Supermassive Destroyer Original Center, Mass Stranger, Mass Mauler, now Richie Reagans, Ozzy Goldstein. That might cost Richie Reagans his job. We finish off with number 3 of Mutant defeating Egon Merowitz with the Tina Turner as his finisher. Just caught that. Uh, this is his third victory, and the Goldberg push is sustaining. We even have Rock Downport try to interview him, but Mutant ignores it and walks away. Then we have a segment, even though they lost, Richie and Ozzy won. They're partying backstage, they're having a good time. Um, being just a way to kind of showcase that character to kind of make sure Ozzy's not setting off on a bad foot. Then we got a singles matchup with Mess Mahler defeating Tex Tagan. Following that, we had Mass Stranger defeating Texas Hangman. Another bad chem. We haven't had a good chem pairing in like matchup or tag team in forever. Following that, we had Austin Smooth defeating Danny Fonzarelli once again with the smooth hold. And I think if we do this match again, there will have to be some sort of stipulation on it. Or I'm not really sure. Just Austin Smooth totally disrespecting Danny Fonzarelli. Defeat him twice now. What's there left to do? We had Father Cobra pick up a second victory, this time over Angel Harper, sustaining his push and getting himself over. We had Honest Frank announce that Hawkeye Calhoun and Sodomia will not only be just for Hawkeye Calhoun's mask, will also be for the King of New York title, tournament title thing. And that's just to add additional stakes to that match. We had Ryan McManus and Prima backstage stating, him and Supermassive Destroyer don't really get along. They're not the best of friends, they're not allies, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and they're going to protect New York City Wrestling tonight versus Original Sinner and Hell's Bouncer. Now, ultimately, they did come up short with Original Sinner and Hell's Bouncer defeating Riley McManus and Supermassive Destroyer, with Hell's Bouncer pinning Riley McManus with a Damnation drop. Now, if you look here, Riley really brought them to his level in a solid match. I mean, we're 41 popularity, 47 is a good match. And this is to cement Cobra, Original Sinner, Hell's Bouncer as legitimate heels and legitimate threats to New York City Wrestling. And then in our main event, we had Hawkeye Calhoun finally get a big victory over Sodomio with a home run and winning the King of New York, title tournament thing. That said, the show itself, not our best rated show, but I mean, besides Danny, again, we are really sticking to the people I brought in, the originals on the roster, and we're getting our young guys' ability to get reps in. So, is what it is. And we brought in a new star with Ozzy Goldstein, who is another one that's going to be a good in-ring guy that might be able to bring in good ratings down the line. Looking forward to what we have next. We have May and June. In June, we have to eliminate or cut the three lowest momentum workers on the roster. Right now, it is the boys from Yukon and Richie Riggins, and Andrew Harper is probably in that mix now as well. So those four aren't in the chopping block. That said, really good show in a sense of I'm enjoying the challenge. Now, with the big three and the foreign companies as well, it is going to be a process to get us to where we need to be. SWF recently signed Gino Montero. They have Greg Gage now as well. Oh, geez. And then TCW is going strong. Let's see. They're big. So look at that. Big, large Titanic. So we got a long journey ahead of us. Benny Benson's a star. Let's see here. Wow, Benny Benson got a push. His popularity starts at like 60. Let's see here. I'll just go through theirs. Titan got a pretty big push as well. Tennessee William, they're kind of just bringing him up to where he was at with us. Tiva and Bright got a pretty big push. Tana stayed the same. Remus got up there. He started in the mid 40s. One Man Army got over a little bit more. Nick Booth was starting mid 30s. Kind of like what they did with the roster so far. Really fitting the worker. Ernest Youngman's been there for a while and hasn't done like anything. It's kind of unfortunate for him. Ed Stone got over pretty big. Just looking through here. That said, oh, they signed American Flash. Wow, good for them. Nonetheless, man, the big three are big three. Cause let's just look at the major stars, and where is it at? Perception. And this is just males. They have Josh Thompson, Nicky Champion, Rich Money, Steve Freely, Rogue, Tommy Cornell. That is just like monsters. And then if you get next level down, it's probably going to double in size. Look, that's 6. No, not too bad. Bulldozer Brandon Smith in New York City Wrestling. Original. They have Jay Cor. Oh my god. TCW kind of got. And I mean, thing with TCW, what kind of shows they putting up? So fighting pits like. So okay, that's a gimmick. So I mean, Wolf Hawkins is still there and Aaron Andrews. Now with that, they probably haven't had an opportunity to be signed late, but they're pushing over the guys that are there, and they have pretty good people to bring in with Ernest Youngman, as well as where's he at? Tennessee William. If they don't have that same limitation that we had, they're gonna be fine. But yeah, TCW's roster, there might have to. Ooh, Grandmaster Funkot. Ooh, it's wild. It's crazy seeing like just how like the popularity works for the game companies. Where are we at in this? We're not even on New York City Wrestling. Where are we? I honestly can't see us. There we are, 24. Where are we in the US? We shouldn't be. Wow. We're 13. So, you know, we're climbing. We got a long climb ahead. And like I said, when we hit medium, declaring war in every company in the USA area and signing a worker from sounds exciting to me. Definitely because CZCW is going to beat us there. PSW, even though they're getting pillaged, probably going to beat us there as well. But that said, I mean, it is crazy seeing the game world turn out. I've never seen the game world be this balanced in the sense of you have the big three all just succeeding massively. I had my first USPW got caught in like a racket, and their roster, like they went down to like small tiny size and destroyed. They bring in Elion, but also they lost. Where's he at? Or no, yeah, they lost Elion, who's going back to SWF. Jeez, but they bring in Velizad, um, and he's pretty damn good worker. So I mean, it is crazy what is going on in Game World. That said, let's see here news. See work. Hi, who is? So no, okay, nobody really left so far this year. But yeah, normally with the big three, it's like one or two stay strong, and like one like putters out. Um, Usually it's like SWF taking over, then USPW kind of fighting back, and TCW is lost in the shuffle. But I mean, even now, they have potential with the roster. That said, keep on saying that said after I pause. My bad. Um, Pretty happy with the show. We are already at more money this month than any month in the past since year, and the game world is recovering. So, uh, not sure how we're gonna end up doing weekly shows or what, but I think we're definitely gonna implement like a second event per month here or there, like a summer festival type deal, maybe like a Battle of Los Angeles type gimmick, just to, I don't know. I don't want to do just 12 shows a year. Definitely with our roster, I'm pretty excited about our roster. Let's see Hawkeye Calhoun after his big win. So 46 plus 5, that's pretty good. Quick run through. Austin Smooth getting there. He's already there, but you know, I'm starting to get worried about him being signed away. And with Riley McManus taking a pin versus Hell's Bouncer, does that mean Hell's Bouncer gets a match versus him next, or is it Cobra? Is it Original Sinner getting a title shot? How do you guys think I'm gonna go from here? And then if when is gonna be our next champion? Who would you put as your champion? Do you turn Riley McManus heel possibly? Have him, change the character, go heel? Do you turn David Swain and bring him heel? Austin Smooth is on a hot streak. Do you turn him? Do I just go all in with Father Cobra? Um, or honestly, Hell's Bouncer? One of the best star quality in the game, and our team. Supermassive Destroyer is a face now. Do we kind of work that to an angle? Satomio, even though he just lost, and like I said, he hasn't been the same, but do we kind of have him recover by. There we go. Guys just saw it work out live. That said, yeah, we are going to cut it off here, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Um, yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what we do with this roster, see how we develop it. No plans to bring anybody else in right now, I think. One with Mutant with the undefeated streak, 3-0. Um, Eventually, we're just going to sign local workers and have him beat them, but he might get over quicker than I think, looking at my plans. But yeah, that's it for April 2022. Let me know what you guys are thinking with the series so far, and